If you want, I can quickly go through them once again. However, the recording is also available for our last class. Okay, we'll be covering Linux basics, Python fundamentals. Okay, and then let me put that modules. Altogether, I have divided this into 18 different chapters, covering them in 6 or 7 different modules. Okay, and then text parsing and data extraction. Then fourth module will be connecting to network devices using our libraries, right? Then model-driven automation, okay, using your Yang, REST API, netconf, right? And then in the sixth module, we'll be covering Ansible, Terraform, Git, and PyATS. Okay, this is the entire curriculum that has been planned specifically for network engineers. Okay, because you must be knowing that Python or Ansible or Terraform, they are not specifically for network automation, but whatever examples, whatever uh, task that we will be doing, we will keep our focus around network automation only. Okay, that's the intent, right? Automation within networks. Okay, so today, as our first class, I'll be starting with Linux basics because Linux, in almost every automation tool, or I would say even your Ansible or your operating systems, network operating system, they are also written on top of your Linux as an operating system. Some of you might have worked on EVNG, GNS3 as the network simulation tools. So if you have noticed or not, they also have been developed on Linux operating system only. Okay, so it is imperative for an engineer who is learning about network automation, he must be knowing about Linux CLI commands. Not entirely, I mean, you need not to become a Linux administrator, but kind of an operator. You must be knowing. Okay, it may happen that some of you are already aware, but as part of this course, we have to cover that. So if you know something already, you can complement it. What I am teaching, if you know something extra, you are very welcome. You can tell and you can share that knowledge with all of us. All right. Okay. So another thing in the beginning, I would like to introduce. You have the recording of the first class. Yes, it is available in the replayclass.com. So once you get the login, you will be able to watch that. Right. So the screen that I'm sharing, this is the rack of networkings. Okay, rack means it is a 24/7 available to you EVNG platform. On this EVNG platform, the rack that has been given to me is 8097. It may happen that everybody does not get the same 8097 rack, but you can ask them, they will replicate this Gaurav_devnet folder into your rack also. Over here, I just drafted this lab and I'll introduce this also to you. So what I have done is I've taken a Linux virtual machine over here. Okay, it is pre-installed with all the relevant softwares. With Cisco, I mean candidate workstation. This image I have taken from Cisco only. Cisco has published and it is openly available. You guys can also download this. It comes with the name of candidate workstation, having Ubuntu 20.0.4. Okay, it is having almost every library pre-installed. Okay, the same we are taking. And if you are planning to appear for your CCNP automation exam or CCIE DevNet automation exam also, there also they are using the same Linux box, right? Same Linux box we have taken over here, have connected with different kind of routers. I'm assuming, let's say 2 routers, my IOL router, I'm assuming them to be acting as my enterprise WAN. Okay. Couple of switches we have taken, assuming they are acting as an enterprise LAN switches, right? And couple of other XR devices I have taken, assuming they are service provider kind of devices. Each device, I put 2 physical interfaces. One is towards your management switch. So this becomes your management subnet, 192.168.64.0/24. This I have kept as a management network. And on the right hand side, this is your production network. I hope you all understand about management versus production network. This is a kind of your out of band management. Okay. And DHCP server, why I have put a DHCP server over here is because I want to configure this Linux as 64.1 manually. Sorry, dynamically. Right? That was my purpose. This is the username and password for this Linux machine. So if you, that's how you can start. Those who are not familiar with the EVNG, I'm telling. So that's how you can start this machine. Once you see this triangular symbol over here, okay, that means it is started. And to log into this machine, you just click on this machine. It will open in another tab. Okay, it is booting up. It's a GUI based Linux virtual machine wherein this will be the username and this will be the password. 1, 2, 3, 4, capital Q, capital W, E small, R small, and exclamation sign. Okay. The rest all as of now we do not need because we'll be, today we are going to talk about Linux only. So these all things we will require once we proceed towards and connecting to the network devices using this Linux box. Then only we will need them, right? Okay, coming back over here, let it come up. If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and you can ask me, or you can write your question on the chat also.
So your name is Gaurav?
What?
Yes.
Okay.
So when are we getting the credential for the labs?
Credentials you will get soon. You can reach out to networking's team. They'll allocate or they'll create your login and they'll share it with you.
Okay.
Okay. Meanwhile, let's come back. So what I was telling you that Linux, it's simply more powerful than any other operating system. It is again an open standard also. That's why you have seen that Linux comes in various different flavors. What we are using over here, this is an Ubuntu Linux. Right? Now, I hope all of you are well versed with the Cisco routers, switches, or for God's sake, any other equipment also, any other network device also. So we generally configure our devices or we operate on these devices using CLI, right? So CLI, iOS CLI is equivalent to our bash shell within the Linux, right? Similarly, in our routers, we have flash or flash drive or NVRAM, wherein we are storing the running configuration or the operating system files or the SMU files in case of XR. So similarly, on our Linux operating system also, we have several folders or file system. There is specific file system wherein you are storing all your files. Or if you are well versed with Windows, you can come. That is also comparable. In Windows, we have a directory structure wherein we have folders, C drive, D drive. Within that, we have folders. Within folders, you are keeping your files. Similarly, in Linux also, we have different folders. Everything is there is a file, right? Now, as like, let me use a notepad. As like in your Cisco CLI, right? You do something like this, show running config, and you put a pipe. Huh? After pipe, you can put include, let's say for some IP address. Huh? So what it will give you? It will only give you, I mean, it will, from the entire running config, you are putting a filter, right? Using this pipe, you are putting a filter which will include all the lines which does have matching text. So similar to that thing, on our Linux box also, we have grep kind of utility. Huh? grep is one of them, awk is one of them, sed is to substitute. Okay, all those we will go through in a while. Let me see if it has been, okay. So this has been boot up. That's how it will come. Expert, as I told you, expert is the username and the password is 1234 capital Q, capital W, E, R, exclamation. Right? That's how it will log in. This is the open base screen. You can close this Google Chrome, and this is your CLI window, wherein we'll be doing most of the things. Right? So it shows that you have logged in as an expert user. This is the name of your virtual machine. Okay. So there are different directories which are by default in your Linux /etc /home/username /var/log /temporary directory tmp /usr bin, okay, /opt. There are many. I mean, that's how it is managing your file structure. Huh? So etc is for all the files which having the system-wide configuration files, basically. You can say, for example, the IP addressing configuration. It is also being maintained within a file that will come under etc, which impacts your entire system, your SSH configuration files, right? Similarly, home username is for a particular user, right? So as of now, we have expert, so it will be home expert. This is the username, right? Wherein you are keeping your own files. For example, in Windows also, you get in, I think, Windows, inside Windows, we have users, and then inside users, we have with a particular username, we have a folder similar to that. Similarly, var log, wherein we are, I mean, this Linux box itself keeping all your system as well as application logs. Okay, you can go through those log files and check for any errors while running some applications. Temporary files, right? Now, whatever you install as an application, that goes usually into user bin. For example, you are installing your Python, your Ansible, anything that you install, that will go over here. Similarly, OPT is your optional third-party softwares, right? For example, you are installing EVNG on this Linux box, or you are installing GNS3. So those third-party installations will go inside optional or /opt folder. Any questions so far? Okay. Now, how to navigate through them? So from this CLI, UI, you already know. I mean, how to navigate through all these 6. So inside home, we have all these folders. Same thing you can see from here also. if I list down them, right? So from here, how will you navigate? First of all, PWD is for present working directory, or the print your working directory where you are as of now. So by default, you are in home and your respective username. That's where you have logged in, correct? ls is another command which will list down all the files and folders present in the current working directory. So we have bin, we have desktop, we have download, all these folders are seen over here. Correct? I hope this is, many of you are already knowing, but those who are not aware, they can note it down. ls is list the files in the current directory. Similarly, we can have certain parameters also. For example, LA. This shows you, I mean, A stands for, it will show you the hidden files or folders also. There may be certain files which are hidden, right? As like in Windows, you can hide certain files. So A means it will show you the hidden files also. L is giving you a detailed output. In detailed output, you are getting, or it is showing you, these are permissions. Okay, this first alphabet D or empty. D means it's a directory. If it is empty, it's a file, right? And these are the permissions. I'll tell you in a while what does this mean. Permissions means you have read permission, write permission, or execute permission at what level, right? Then this is the user. This is showing you the user. Okay, this is your group. This is the size of your directory or your file. When it was created, date. Okay, and what is the name of the file or the folder? Right? So far, so good.
Sorry, one doubt. So you said when it's D, it's a directory.
D is
and
directory.
When it's empty, it's a file, is it?
It's a file. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay, D means directory. For example, if you see downloads, it's a directory. So if you see against a download, it is opening with a D. So this first leftmost alphabet, it is showing you which all are a directory and which all are the files.
Yep, understood. Thanks.
Okay. Now, as of now, this is my present working directory. If I want to go ahead, I can use change directory. CD is the command. Change directory. Let's say within, I want to enter into home, expert, downloads. So now you have moved inside your downloads folder. CD means change directory. We can give the absolute path starting till the end, or you could have given like this. Let's say I'm in again in the home expert folder, and this is your relative path. One and the same thing. You can give the absolute path, the complete path, or the relative path. If you are giving a relative path, it will start from where you are as of now. Currently, I'm in expert folder, and inside that, I'm searching for if there is any downloads folder, I'm going inside that. Correct? Another command, cd space double dot. Double dot means one step up. I was in downloads folder. I came out of that. I was in downloads folder. By using cd dot dot, I moved one step up. One dot dot means, one pair of dot means go up by one directory. Correct? So far, so good. So your present working directory is home, expert, and download. If I put dot dot, then this front slash dot dot. This means you want to move 2 folders upwards. Now your present working directory is home. So they can be combined together also. Right? Okay. CD expert. Now I am in my home directory. If I move to, let's say, ls downloads, so it is ls is going to list down all the files and folders in the current directory. If you want to see all the files and folders from this path, that's how you can use ls, and after that I can put the path where I want to list down all the files. If I don't give any path, it is going to list down all the files and folders from the current working directory. If you want to see the files and folders from a specific directory, for example, I want to check for this directory. Do I have anything? Inside yang suit directory, I have these 2 other folders. Right? If I put ls -a yang suit, it is going to show me if there would have been any hidden files and folders also. Okay, this dot dot will always be there. It means it's an operation. You can go one step up in the directory tree. So far, so good. Let's say this is your home directory.
You did ls download slash, so we have to provide slash also.
No, it's not necessary. I just put a tab. So it has automatically given me. It's not necessary. If you see in the yang suit, I didn't put a tab. Sorry, front slash. It's not necessary. Right?
So when you did
Another-
ls downloads, nothing came, which means there is nothing inside it, is it?
There, which means there is nothing inside
Empty,
download
yeah.
folder. It's an
Okay.
empty folder. Right? So let's say I move inside CD yang suit. Inside yang suit, I move to data. Now my present working directory is inside home expert yang suit data. This is the path where I am currently. Correct? If I put ls, yes, it has a couple of files and a folder. Let's say I moved inside logs also. Now my present working directory is this one. Correct? Now from here, I want to move myself to my home directory, which is home expert. So one way would have been cd dot dot, one step up, front slash, another step, front slash, another step. So I'll be coming over here. Correct? That's how I came over here. Right? Another method could have been, let's say inside yang suit, inside data, inside logs, I went again. I could have give a tilde sign, this one, and put a front slash. This is your home directory. This is to move back to your home directory wherever you are.
What is this sign before the slash?
This sign is on your keyboard. I mean, on my keyboard, it is on the left hand side of 1, numeric 1. On the left hand side, there is another button where we have this sign. It's a kind of this sign. Right there I have. Okay, that's how you can move to your home directory. So navigation, I hope little bit is clear to you. Now let's do one thing. How can I create a directory? For example, you go to downloads folder, you right click over here and you put you can put you can select new folder. That's how you create a directory, and then you can rename that. But using CLI, if I come over here, ls is listing down what is all the I have. To create a directory, command is mkdir. Post that, you can give a name. Let's say I give scripts. Now if you do ls, a directory named script has been created. If I come back in my home directory, you can see scripts folder has been created. Right? mkdir. Make directory, create a directory. Now assume our purpose was to create a directory net auto, inside that another directory configs, inside that another directory backups. So one way would be give mkdir net-auto, move inside this directory by using cd, then again type mkdir configs, then move inside configs, then put another command mkdir give backups. This was one of the way, wherein we are using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different CLI commands. This can be combined in one single CLI command. You can give mkdir and use this operator p. After that, just give a path net-auto configs and backups. So nested directory, it will automatically create all of them, whatever was not there. mkdir-p. Any questions? I can show you. Same thing if I create mkdir-p net auto. Inside net auto, I need configs, I need backup. If I do ls net auto, there is a directory configs. Inside configs, there is a directory called backups. It is automatically created. So far, so good. Any questions? Again, cd tilde.
Clear.
It will bring me back to my present working directory. I'm moving very slow purposefully so that you all should be on the same page. We will pick up speed, no worries. So that's how you can create your directory. Now to create a file, I can use touch command. Touch, give it a name. So this file has been created in my home directory. You see this empty file. It does not have anything. Touch is to create an empty file with this name. To copy a file, let's say I want to copy this file source to another name. Router1 underscore backup.cfg. This is copy and paste CP. Fine. CP is to copy and paste a file. Correct? Now, to copy and paste a folder, CP, and let's say I use this folder NSO, and I want to paste it in NSO-1. See, this is a directory. A directory may have several files. That's why it is telling me that you need to use this recursive operator to copy folder as well as its files. Okay, so cp minus r nso -1. So it has been created now. Along with all the files what were there in this folder, they have been copied and pasted over here.
So, but earlier NSO-1 was not there, right?
Exactly, it was not there. You have
But it got
created.
auto-created, right?
Yes, because you have copied this folder and pasted it in another folder. This is the newer one that you have given.
Okay.
As like cp, your source file, and it was copied with a new file name, this one. Similarly, to copy and paste your folders, -r you need to specify.
Yeah, clear.
Right? Okay. Another command mv. mv is to rename. Okay, this is to rename. Let's say router 1.cfg. I want to rename this file as router2.cfg. See, this has been renamed. Okay, this is one purpose of mv command. You can rename. Also, you can move this to a directory. mv router2.cfg. If you want to move this to a directory, for example, nso-1. So this has been moved inside nso-1. You can see this. Okay, there are two purposes of mv. mv, file to file, it is renaming a file, and I can move this file to a folder also using this mv command. This may not be a local folder. I mean, it may happen that I want to move, now it is inside your NSO folder. Sorry, NSO-1. Inside that I have this file. I want to move this inside NSO folder, or let's say inside Yang suite, and then configs, or wait, we created this net auto configs backup. So this means move a file which is inside NSO-1 folder and named as router2.cfg. What is the destination? Destination folder is net-auto. Inside that I have configs folder. Inside that I have a backups folder. So this has been moved. You can check using ls net auto configs backups. We have this file now. If you check
I
ls,
understand the difference between these two mv commands. One is to rename and one is to move.
correct. One is to rename, which is file to file renaming. Another one is you are trying to move your file from one place to another place.
Yeah, so how do we differentiate that? What function are we performing?
Okay. Good question. Let us try to see, or if I assume this is always a move. Okay, this is always a move. Moving a file, or moving a file, which is this one, to the same folder with this name. I moved this file router1.cfg using this command, which was there inside home or in my current folder, basically. You move this file r1.cfg as r2.cfg. And in the other command, you move this file, which is inside this, let's say r1.cfg, to another folder, okay, or another path backup. But if you have not given a name, okay, then it will be moved with the same name. If you have given a name, it would have been renamed also. But in both the cases, kind of, you are moving a file from one place to another place. In the first command, your folder was the same. In the second command, your folder is also changing. But how you can understand is based on the path. If you have given the entire path, then it is okay. If you have not given the path, it is moving within the same folder from one name to another name. Does that help?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. But ultimately, we are moving. Okay. Next is.
Sir,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, tell me.
Is this the first class or any classes happened previously?
Previous one was just introductory class. We have not covered any content. This is the first class.
This
You
is
can
the
assume.
first class.
Yeah, this is the first class.
Okay, I joined just now, so I just want to.
Okay, no problem. So this was the move. Another is RM. RM is to delete. Okay, but delete using CLI. I mean, there is no recycle bin. So be careful. So if let's say I delete router1.backup file, it was deleted. And there is no recycle bin also. It didn't go to trash. Okay, so be careful when you use RM from your CLI. Huh? Similarly, to delete all the files from a folder, you can use RM-R. If you want to delete the directory as well as the files, you will use RM-RF. Huh? Let's say RM-R, I use NSO-1. Okay, so it is going to remove the files from this NSO1 folder. Okay, folder cannot be removed. Remove write protected regular file. If I go inside this, yes. Okay, so that file has been removed and the folder has also been removed. For your folder, you have to give this R recursively remove. Okay, to check all these, what all options do we have? You can use this --help. Okay, that's how you can check. Small r or capital R to recursively remove the directories and their content. -F is forcefully removing. Okay, it will not ask you yes or no. Right? For any command, you can use this --help. That's how you can check. We are not going to cover all of these parameters, but yes, that's how you can play or you can find out. If something is not coming to your mind, that's how you can see the help. Okay, any questions so far? LS we have. Now, I think I moved that file inside this directory. Backups. Yes, I have this file over here. Now, next is how to see the contents of this file. So cat is command. You can give the path net auto. Inside net auto, we have configs, we have backups, then we have this router2.cfg. So this will show you if there are any contents of this file. Let me open this and write down certain commands. Let's say host name router2. Then I have interface, for example, gigabit Ethernet 0x0. I'll put no shutdown. IP address, for example, 10.1.12.1. Let us put a couple of more interface. One, let's say I put some other over here. Okay, a router OSPF 10, then OSPF router ID, for example, this. and network statement dot 0. I hope you understand all these CLI commands. Is there anybody who is not able to understand? Okay, I'll save this. Close. Now if I from CLI, if I use cat command for this one, it is going to display me what are the contents of this file. Okay. Basically, you are printing the contents of a file onto the screen itself. That's the purpose of your cat command. Right? If you notice, after this CLI or after this command, I have two blank lines.
Exclamation you want?
Oh, I didn't put but if you want, you can have those. Okay.
Okay.
I purposefully put because with cat, if I use -n, okay, and then I use the same path for the same file, it is also giving you the line numbers. -n, using -n, you can print the line numbers also. Usually we use Notepad++ or VS Code editor to have all these line numbers, isn't it? When we manage the offline config files.
Yes.
Right? Now, another
Yes.
thing, if I use -s, okay, no impact as per my understanding. Okay, in the end, not showing. Maybe if I check -help, -s used to be suppress repeated empty output lines. It should have suppressed them, but maybe it is taking them as a and but still showing these empty lines. Not sure if
Then
there
it's
was
one line.
Yeah, it should have been one. Okay, there is a
It-
blank. There is a blank space. See, that's why I removed that blank space. And I saved it. If I try now, see, it has removed that extra blank lines. S is squeezing them. Okay, but it should be exactly blank line. Even one space bar means a character. Right? Okay. Cat command is to print the contents of your file. There are a couple of more commands. For example, less. Less is another command, or more is another command. Net -auto configs backup router. So it is showing you the contents of your file. More. More is actually cat. What it does is in the single instance, it will display the entire contents of the file. Okay, if there would have been a much larger file, let us do that. If I open this and I just paste it few more times to make it a larger file. Okay. Now if you use the cat command, the entire content of the file has been printed in a single go, and you have to scroll back. Okay. However, if you use more command, it is giving you one screen full of output. Then you can press enter command to move line by line ahead, or you can use space bar to move ahead one screen. Right? That's the difference between more and your cat command. Because there may be, let's say you are going through 1,000 line configuration files. So if you use cat command, it will be difficult for you to scroll back. So there you can use more command. right? Similarly, we have less. Less is more advanced. Okay. Less is more advanced. So I can scroll forward as well as I can scroll back. So for forward scrolling, I can use enter, or you can use E, E as in England, right? Or Z. To move backward, you can use Y, or you can use B, B as in Bravo.
What command we use for this?
Less. Controls. I use less command.
Okay.
Instead of more, I use less command. The difference between more and less is less allows you to go backward also. Right? Okay. Another command, let's say I want to see first 15 lines, not more than that. So I can use head minus 15 net auto configs backup router. Only first 15 commands it will display. Right? Head is from the top, how many lines I want to read. Similarly, there is a command tail. The bottom 15 lines it will print. Right? This is very helpful when you are watching your logs. Huh? In your router output, how we type? You remember we type show logging last 10 to see the last 10 commands, isn't it? Similar command output.
No.
If you want to see in the Linux logging file, you can use tail -10. Exactly similar. Any questions? Okay. We can check that. Journal CTL. This is showing you, this is the Unix, sorry, Linux command, where it shows you the contents of the log files. Okay, there are so many lines are there. But let's say you want to keep on watching. So F means F stands for live. Actually, it is showing you all the live messages that are being generated on this box. As like in your router CLI, you remember we put that terminal monitor command.
Yes, terminal monitor.
What it does is any logging which it generates, it will immediately show to you.
On the screen.
Similar command -F. So whatever it will generate, it will automatically show you live. It will live showing you. It is available in tail also. I'll show you what it call it. -F. Yeah, it will follow. Output appended data as the file grows. As the file grows, output will be visible to you immediately. Similar to your terminal monitor command. Okay. Okay. Another thing, let's say inside cat, -n if you are giving net auto config backups router base. You know that using -n you are displaying, and this file is having 80 lines of 80 total lines. You just want to count them. So you can use this word count -l. It will now count the number of lines in the file. Net auto config backups router. So this file does have 80 lines in total. Word count using -l. Okay, you can check that help. So word count, we can use -c to count the number of bytes, number of characters, number of new lines. Okay, number of words also you can count. Any question? Right? Any questions from anyone? Okay, now let's move further. Now you guys no need to tell me how shall I delete this net-auto. You remember the command?
Del.
Not del, rm.
R,
Must be
RM, RM,
rm minus r,
recursive,
right? I can use F also to
recursive,
force
yeah.
everything was deleted. And remember, always be careful while using this rm minus rf. It is not going to your recycle bin or trash also. If it is gone, then gone. You cannot bring it back. So be careful always. Okay. Okay. Now let us create a project. To create a directory, we open a text editor. Okay, let's say I want to create a directory, net automation. Inside that, we will create, or I want to create 4 different directories: configs, then scripts, then logs, then templates. Okay, and let's say another directory, inventory. Right? How can I create all of them?
You
single
wanted
command.
you mean to say like a nested
Make
or
directory,
Inside
-p,
net automation, I have 5 different directories.
Minus
-p?
P hyphen P. I mean, yeah.
-p, correct? So this is
Yeah.
to
Net
recursively create, right? Then name of the directory, net automation.
automation
Inside this,
Hyphen.
dash config.
okay,
Config.
if I give configs, it will create only one directory. But I want to create all the 5. So what you can do is, you can include them inside a curly braces
Okay.
and give comma. Scripts, logs, templates, inventory. Coming back to the GUI, where were we? Present working directory, home net expert, network automation was created, and all these 5 directories has been created. So far, so good. We can check it from here also. ls-la, let's say, net automation. It is showing you 5 directories. Correct? I'll do one thing. We had this router config file. Where did we put that? Okay, I think we deleted it. No problem. We'll create it our own. Let's
Touch.
now touch we can use. Yes, touch you already know now. Touch will create a empty file, right?
Empty file.
But what I want to do is I want to create a file and add some text also inside that. Let's say I want to create a router config file inside this directory. So I will use cat and I'll use here doc operator EOF. I'll explain this. First observe this. Where I want to enter in net automation configs and the name router1.cfg. Okay. So what it will do is I'm actually combining multiple things together. This is to add the contents to this file. Okay. And this is called as here doc operator. So till the time I do not type end of file, these 3 characters, everything, whatever I type on this CLI or on this window, everything will be entered in this file. I'll show you. Okay, it is giving me a prompt. Now I'll write hostname router1, type enter, interface gigabit Ethernet 0x0, no shutdown, IP address 10.1.12.1, let's say exclamation also, interface gigabit Ethernet 0x1, no shutdown, IP address 10.1.14.1. Again exclamation. Let us put couple of more commands. Router ID, network statement. Let's say I put all of them. Area 0. Correct? Now, if I type this command EOF, EOF is basically acting as the end of file. Okay, then it will bring me out. Okay, so before EOF, everything else, whatever I have written, it has been added to this file. You can check this. How to read the content of a file? Cat. Net automation configs router1.cfg. You can see it. Right? You understood the purpose? How we have written. This is one way. There are other ways also. This is one of the way. Right? If I use this one more time, this, sorry, the cat EOF and this one, net automation configs router1.cfg. What it will do is, will it append to this existing file or it will overwrite?
It should
Let's
append.
see. Let's see. I add EIGRP10 network. EOF. Now, if you check the content, config router1.cfg. Sorry, my bad. Cat. So it has overwritten. Right? So it was overwritten because I put one single greater than sign. To append, you can put double greater than sign. like this. Okay, this will be appending the contents to an existing file, right? Now if I press enter and if I copy paste this, copy paste, and I put UF. Now if you use cat network automation configs router1.cfg, you can see I have router EIGRP. After that, rest of the content was appended. So that's the difference. One single greater than sign or two greater than signs. Please remember.
If it is wrongly added, can we reverse it?
Say again, please.
First you have added it, right, and it got deleted the previous content.
Right.
So if
You cannot roll back.
for
No, you cannot roll
yeah,
back. No, you
okay,
cannot roll
okay,
back.
so this is permanent.
Yes, this is permanent.
Okay.
This is permanent. You cannot roll back.
But we can edit the file, right?
You can edit the file.
remove.
Anytime you can edit the file. You can edit the file. Okay, again, let's say I want to count the number of lines. WC minus L, right? This was the task. I mean, it has 14 lines. WC minus W was to count the number of words. 35 words. Correct? Again, last 5 lines if I want to see. Tail minus 5. Fix router 1. And some of the things you can practice yourself. It's easy. Okay. Now, any questions from anyone before we move further?
No.
Okay. Now let us talk about ls minus la. About these permissions. This notepad. I'll copy this. Let's say this one. And bring it here. Okay, first character is your
Directory or file.
Directory.
D is for directory. Okay.
Dash
If it
file.
is empty, is for your file. There can be an I also, which is I or L, I believe, which is for your link. Okay, we can put a link also. Shortcut kind of thing. Then these 9 characters. Okay, these are 9 places. R, W, X. I'm actually, let me put a space so that you can easily identify them.
Can you show an example for the link?
I'll show you. I'll show you later. Okay, that's a symbolic link. It's L. So these are the permissions: read, write, and execute. R stands for read permission. W stands for write permission. X stands for execute permission. Okay. First three are for the user. Next three are group level permissions, and rest three are for other. Everybody else, anyone else. You understood? Why three different tuples or three different pairs kind of thing, right? So if you are seeing RWX over here, that means for this user, on this folder, I have read, write, and execute all the three permissions I have. For this group, any user who is part of this group will have read, write, and execute permission. Everybody else, any other user which is not part of this group, will only have read and execute permission. It does not have write permission. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Good. And we can change them also. We can change them also by explain you. Let's go inside our directory, network automation configs, back router1.cfg. If I use, let's say, ls-la, it is showing me that for this config, it is a file. The user expert does have read write permission. There is no execute permission. Any user in this group does have read write permission, and any other user apart from this group will have only read permission. I hope this is clear with everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll paste it here. Now, let's say I want to change the mode. Okay. For a user, I want to add execute permission. Then I will give u plus x, right, for this file. Now, if you check for this file, for this user, you got this execute permission also. Copy. We type this command chmod u plus x on router1.cfg, and now you can see this was the result. Right? So first is for your user, this one. I added this execute permission for a user. Clear?
Yes.
Similarly, if I put u minus x, my result will be, I'll remove that execute permission from here. If you want, I can show you. chmod u minus x router1.cfg ls minus a. That's how you can add or remove any permission. Read, write, as well as execute, whatever you want. For a user, for a group, for a other. If you want to make it for a group, g plus x. For others, u plus x, or whatever permission you want to give. Any question?
Sorry, how does it differentiate between the two use? User also you and others also you?
Oh, sorry, it's not you, it should be O. Thanks. It should be O. This is others.
Okay.
Right? Minus also, you know. Plus also, you understood. What does it mean? And at the same time, you can give all the three permissions also. Let's say you give O plus RWX. So all the three permissions you are adding for others. That is also fine.
At a time, can we give like the same permissions for like user, group as well as others?
Yeah, you can.
Is it possible?
Yeah, you can. You can give. You can give.
In single line.
In single line, yes, it is possible. I'll tell you how. I'll tell you. See, I mean, let's say you put u plus x, comma, g plus x. Guys, please go on mute. So that's how you can give. Execute permission to user and
Clear now.
execute permission to a group. You can put a comma.
Yeah, clear.
Okay, this is one way. Any questions on this way? This is easiest, most easiest, what I also like. Apart from this, there is a decimal or binary option also. You must have seen somebody giving chmod 777 to a file. How it is? Let me try to explain. You remember I told you that these are the three, always there are permissions for three different user or group or others. There are three pairs. So each pair is having three binary numbers, kind of. So three numbers can go up from 000, 001, 00010. This can be the possible values. For one pair of values, I can have 8 different values. In decimal, they can be represented as 0 to 7. Does that make sense? So when I put command chmod 777, that means I want to make 7 for this one, 7 for group, and 7 for others. Read, write, execute. All the three permissions I want to give all of them. All the three options. That's how you can use chmod. If I want to give only read and execute permission, you can give 5. And for these also, let's say you want to give read and execute permission. That's how you can give. First, I mean, the most significant bit is read. Second one is write. Third one is execute. Okay, this is another way. Any questions from anyone?
So, sir, can you please explain it again?
Okay. Let me use this pen. So you remember that the first alphabet is directory or file or a link. Next three is for user. Next three
Read,
are
write,
for group. Next three are for others.
Yeah.
Okay. Now these three values can be represented. I mean, this is always for read, the first value. It can be 0 or it can be 1. Read permission. Second value, write permission, always write. It can be 0, it can be 1. Third value, execute, it can be 0, it can be 1. Correct? Now these three numbers in binary, they can be represented as these 8 different values. And in decimal, this can come from 0 to 7. So for a user, if I want to represent this value in decimal, it can go from 0 to 7. So this first number corresponds to the permissions given to a user. Second number corresponds to the permissions given to a group. third number corresponds to the permission given to a other. That's how it is.
We can use both the ways, right? Like
You can use both the ways. It's up to you. That's why I was telling the first one method is more easy for us to remember.
Thank
Okay, need not to go inside this conversion of decimal and binary. Okay. All right. Now coming to, I think somebody asked me that question, how can we give that link? cd dot dot ls minus la. We are not having any link over here. Let me try. In the home folder, I one minute. Coming back. Let us try. This is to link my target is for net automation configs router1.cfg, and I gave a link over here as, let's say, r1.cfg. Okay, now if I check ls minus la, I have this. I got this as a link. Okay, and where is it? This one. Can you see this L? This is basically a shortcut.
Yeah.
And it has been linked. In Windows, you remember we can give a shortcut.
Yes.
It is similar to that. It's a symbolic link basically. That's where this will show you as L. If you open this file, it is going to open the exact file which is placed in this path. Right? That's how it is.
Do we need to create it or like it the
No,
link file? Okay, do we?
sometimes you can create, no?
Mm,
I mean, this is just to tell you that this value can also be an L. You need not to do it. Usually you don't do it. In Windows, if I try to correlate this with Windows, you put shortcuts on your desktop to open
Yeah,
any
right.
application. It is similar to that. It is
Okay.
exactly similar. I mean,
Okay. Quick question.
yes, please.
You wrote r1.cfg. The link can be anything. You don't need to be dot
Sorry, say again.
something, right? I mean, the link you put is r1.cfg. It's
Correct.
just a name. It can be anything.
It's just a name. It's just a name. It can be it can be anything. I can rename
Yeah.
this,
Okay.
or rather renaming from here. Let's rename from here. What was the command for rename? MV,
MB
right?
Yeah.
R1.cfg, I make it R1.
R2.
Okay, it's not necessary to give an extension.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, not necessary. So this is your link, and that's how it will be visible to you as L. It's a symbolic link. D for directory, hyphen for your file. Okay, can you use rename or to rename a directory? Let us try. I don't think so. We have a rename command. No, we do not have. It is MV. Now, if I cat or if I just print the contents of this, these are the contents. Now, what I want to show you is from this file, I want to grep. Grep, you remember I told you it is similar to your show running config and you do a include, include some IP address. Same thing in Linux, it is grep. Let's say I want to grep interface from this file configs router1.cc. So all the lines which are having this word, they will be printed. Right? Another thing, let's say I want to print for the lines which are having gig. It has not printed anything because this is capital gigabit. Okay, there is nothing found in the entire file which is matching this word. If you want to ignore the case, you can use -i. -i means you can ignore the case, capital or small case. So far, so good. -n also you can put to get the line numbers. Line 3, line 7. Right? You can count the lines. See, 2 lines total. 2 lines which are matching this. C is to count the lines. Right? There is a negative match. Everything except this. Everything except interface I want to print. Everything except the lines which are matching, which are having this word -v. Not containing pattern basically. Any question?
But -v means verbose, right?
No, here -v means everything except this.
Okay.
During some execution, the -v or -v is for verbose. You are right. But here it means everything except this.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say I want to copy this file. I want to make a copy of this file as router2.cfg. Now we have 2 files. Okay, sorry, my bad. I copied this over here. Okay, now to move this file from this source to this destination, I can move. Here I have 2 files now. If you want to search for an IP address across multiple files, you can recursively search in a folder.
Yeah. Recursive.
Sorry, question?
Yes, I say grep recursive.
Grep -r and then
recursive.
Let's say I want to search for
The expression we want to search for,
expression
and then the
you
path.
want to search for, and then the path configs. So inside configs, whatever folders you have, recursively everywhere it is going to search and it is giving you the output. It may happen sometimes. Let's say you have a backup folder wherein you have all 100 routers running config backup you have taken, and you are not aware where this IP address, or let's say one IP address you want to search, in which router config it is. It's very easy to search immediately with a just one single CLI command, you can search it through. You are not sure where this IP address lies. You don't have router access also. Right? Very easy. As of now, both the routers are having exactly same configuration. Otherwise, we can search. Maybe somebody complained that there is a duplicate IP address. You have a backup configuration inside a folder for all your devices. You can search through it. And you will come to know, okay, this IP address by mistake, it is lying on 2 different routers. Even you can combine it with N to get the line number also. At which line? You can easily identify. Isn't it helpful?
Sure.
Yes.
Right? Another thing, now you are not aware on which interface this IP address was configured. So you want to check that. There is another way. You can combine this with hyphen, let's say hyphen B backwards 2 places. So where you found this IP address, 2 more lines before that are also being typed, are also being captured. Hyphen B means before where you found this match. Now you got more information, more accurate information on these specific routers, on these specific interface. There is a duplicate IP address which was configured. Minus B is for before. Similarly, you can have minus A also after. Or you can use both also. Minus B. Now before also you are getting, after also you are getting. Very impactful. If somebody knows all these things, I mean, you can do wonders. Isn't it? Immediately you will be able to find out, okay, this was the mistake. You only have the backup, let's say, of thousands of routers. And every company does keep that backup. Okay, let's say you want to find out, let me quickly, okay, another thing. To edit, I can use a Nano editor. Nano is one of the editor, VI is another one. Nano is easy. Let's say I go inside net automation, configs, folder, router1.cfg, I want to edit. So this is the editor. You can edit this. Let's say I shut down some of the interface. Similarly, I edit router 2 also, and I change some of the configuration. I put hostname R2 and IP address, let us configure 2. Okay, control X is for exit, and it will ask you whether you want to save it or not. Okay, I'll put control X and type Y to save that and give the name. I put the name as it is, press enter. Okay, R1 also, let me put hostname R1, and this one, control X to exit, save, yes, and file name. If you want to change, you can change. Otherwise, press enter to keep the file name as same. Okay, now out of these files, I want to check which all interfaces are shut down. How can I use that? Grep. right? Now you can match shutdown, correct?
Yes.
I want to check in both the files. So recursively -r net
But we
automation
need back.
config.
We need
Correct. You
we
need
need
to know the interface
back
name. Correct. So I will combine it with
interface.
back 2 also before 2. So now it is
Maybe
EU. Okay.
yeah.
It matched all the interfaces where it found this shutdown. Whether it was no shut also, it came up. Okay, it was filtered or it was captured. But if I only wanted to capture which interface is shut down, then how can I filter that?
-v, and then you put no shutdown.
Hyphen
So
V.
it will
Not
exclude the no
hyphen V.
shutdown and
Yeah, you need to put a boundary. Boundary, how can I put? Think like this. Like this. No. Am I missing anything?
space.
Okay, let's do one thing. Let's use another. So by this, we are getting all this output, right? So from all this output, I want to remove this one. Yes, I removed everything,
Yes.
but I removed only this command, except this one. My purpose was to remove all these things.
2.
Right? So we cannot use this. It's okay. Let's try something else.
Sir, can you please tell me one more time the -r? What does it mean?
Okay, -r means you are going to recursively check inside this directory. There may be multiple files. In all those files, I want to check rather than to check in one particular file. I want to check recursively across all the files that are there at this level, or this may have inside this. I may have different folders. So everything inside this folder, I want to verify or I want to check. That's why I put -r. That's the purpose. Recursively, I want to check. Huh? Even you could have put like this. Okay, so inside network automation, I was having a directory configs. Inside configs, I was having two files, router 1 and router 2. So recursively, it has gone through everywhere.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Right? Okay, now I want to begin from here. No. There used to be an operator, boundary operator. Let me search this. Okay, we can use a regex. A regex. This is beginning of a line. Okay, in our configuration commands or R1, if I check this shutdown or no shutdown, is having just one blank symbol. So you can put
I think
starting with this
the
one.
double quotation with the B,
Sorry, say again.
or you use double slash. You have to use double slash, I think, in the old,
Okay,
where you
we'll
write
try that.
slash.
Yeah, okay, we'll try that also.
double slash. Yeah.
We'll try that also. But what I came to my mind is you can try this regex. So this regex means if you have gone through regex in BGP also, we have this symbol start of a line, and then I put a space. So anything which is matching with start of a line and then a space and then shut down, that only it is matching this one. Correct? And before whatever we have matched, couple of lines also coming over here. Is this clear with everyone?
What is it called? Regex?
This is regular expressions. Regex in short form.
Okay. Yeah, they have this at BGP.
Yes, same concept. Okay, and what you were saying over here, if I put double slash.
Yes.
This backslash you are saying double?
Yeah.
Or double quotes?
Double. Yeah. Like that. And at the end also.
No, it didn't give me anything. It did not give me anything.
Okay, then forget about it.
Yeah, no worries. But I mean, there can be multiple ways to achieve the result.
Yeah.
But this is what I came to my mind as of now. We can use this regex. Okay. So grep command. Now another thing is within grep, let's say I want to match multiple things. I can use -e. Okay, then what I want to search, let's say I want to search interface and you want to search IP address. Both these, right? Again, let's use recursively. So -r inside network automation configs folder. So it is giving you, it is searching for interface as well as IP address both. So -e you can use for multiple match, multiple patterns to be matched. So far so good. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Another thing, let's say I'm not using this recursive one. So inside this, I have two files, router 1 and router 2. I can give router star.cf also. So any file which is having a name starting with router. So on all the files, it is going to search. Another kind of regular expression. Star means I can have 0 or more characters after this. So far, so good. Okay. Now I need some output. Let me power on these devices. So as I told you, 64.0 is the management subnet. For these router, I have put 64.51, 64.52 as the management IP, 64.53, 54, 55, 56. That's how their management IP has been configured. This Linux box will get a DHCP IP address of 64.1 from this DHCP server. To get this IP address, you have to power on this DHCP server as well as this management switch. right? To check the IP address, command is IP space A or IP space address. On this ENS3, you will get that IP address. Once that is powered on. Ideally, it should come. We'll check that. IP interface brief. Yes, I have this. IP DHCP binding. Not so far. Can I shut? No, shut this. There used to be a CLI. To shut, no, shut this. Nick. I don't know it will allow me or not. IP link set ENS3 down, not permitted. No.
What is ENS3, sir?
ENS3 is the interface ID, interface name basically. If you see over here, this Linux box does have two interfaces. The smallest one is going towards your management switch. And there's another interface which I have just kept for internet access. As of now, it does not have, but yes, that's what I have kept. Right? So if I come back over here, okay, it has acquired an IP address via DHCP. Darshan, can you mute yourself?
Okay, so the name of the interface is ENS3 where 64.1 is configured.
It is configured or it has acquired via DHCP dynamically.
Okay.
It has acquired via dynamically because I want a communication from this Linux box to this router. I've kept them in same broadcast subnet. Right? That's why.
Yes, sir.
Right now, I can tell it 192.168.64.51 is my router. Cisco is the default password. Right? So IP interface brief. This is what I want to capture. I've opened another one. LS network automation. I have inventory logs and templates. And if I put this, let's say I go inside net automation, inside, let's say, or let's put it inside configs only. Okay, logs. I create a log file for router, or let's use the same name, del rtr-51.txt. And I will paste this output. Copy, paste it over here. Correct? X. Right? Now we have this. I can use cat command to check. I have this output. And I hope you are well versed with what is this output. I need not to tell you.
Yeah.
Right? Now, this is a text output. You on your CLI, let's say on this CLI, if you use show IP interface brief and you use include Ethernet 0 by 0, it is giving you, or it is filtering row by row. One line has been filtered, not the column. Correct? However, in Linux, where we have this file, okay, I have this file with this content. I can filter it with a column also. To filter via column, there is a utility called awk. It can split each line into columns, and the columns are separated by your space. I'll show you the output. Maybe it is more clear then. Let's say after awk, okay, you need to give a command. I give, let's say, print dollar and the column number. It starts with column 1, not 0. Column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5, and column 6, like this. I want to print that. From where? From net automation, logs, and this file. Awk can filter based on the column, and here you can give the command what you want to print, what you want to get. Let's say I want to print column 1 as well as column 3, or let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth column. It is showing you your interfaces and their status. So this administratively down, it was again filtered because of this space. He considered this as another column. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Inside this command, I can put a filter also. Let's say you want to say when your $5 is equal to up. Okay, so here I need to give double quotes. I'll tell you why, because single quotes you are using outside.
Outside. Yeah.
Okay, that's why. I mean, otherwise it will create a confusion if I use a single quote over here. Right? So in the column 5, only whichever are up that you need to print. Right? Or let's say you want to print column 1 and column 2, but in column 2 not equal to unassigned. So wherever you didn't find unassigned, that's what you have printed. You are printing from your file. You are parsing your text basically at your Linux level only.
So, sir, double equal to means include, and single equal mean exclude.
Okay. So equal to means this is actually assignment operator. We will study them in the Python. Double equal to means is equal to.
Equal.
It is checking basically. It is verifying if it is equal or not. Exclamation equal to means is not equal to. This means greater than.
Greater.
This means greater than or equal to. These are kind of Boolean operators. Similarly, less than and less than equal to. Correct? So this, because this equal to, I mean, this mathematical symbol, this is an assignment operator. This is an operator. So that's why double equal sign is actually your verification whether the two values are they equal or not. Is that clear?
Yeah, clear.
That's the difference between one equal sign and double equal sign.
Yeah.
Not really.
Not really? Okay,
Not really.
no problem. Have you
You
learned
also
any of the programming language any
Never.
time in your career?
Never.
Never. Okay, that's the reason.
It's,
So
I only have networking background totally.
networking background, no problem. See, in programming language, we have a concept of variables. Okay, you can define a variable, let's say a, and assign a value as 2. Okay, now a becomes 2. The value of a is 2. Now if I want to check if a is equal to 2, your result will be true or false. You wanted to check whether they are equal or not. That's where you are using double equal to operator. This is your assignment operator. This is actually you are assigning the value to a variable. Here your variable name is a and you are assigning a value of 2 to this variable. But here you are trying to check whether these two are equal or not. Another example, ls network automation logs. I have a file over here, right? The name of the file is .txt. This is the name of the file, correct?
Yes.
And the value of the file is, or the content of the file is, there are certain CLI commands. You know that show IP interface brief is the content of the file. So the name is different and the content is different. Similarly, this is the name and this is the content. The name is kind of metadata. How can I give another example? Let's say you have a WhatsApp account. On your WhatsApp account, you have a display name. Sorry. You have a display picture. You have joined certain groups. You have certain friends. Correct? You have some phone number associated with it, with that account. These are all our properties of your WhatsApp account. Right? Now, the value of your phone number is, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. But this is, you have assigned, you have labeled this field with this value using this operator. But if you want to check if my phone number is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 or not to get a result as true or false, that's where you are going to use this operator. Does that make sense now? This is
Yes,
to
sir.
verify whether they are equal or not. This is to assign the value.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. So this, I understand, I mean, this problem occurs only the first time. Only the first time. You remember this thing or you mind this thing. First time only you will face this challenge. Next time, every language, every programming language has these same concepts. What is variable, what is operator, equal to means, double equal to means. There may be certain slightly different syntax, but everything else remains almost equivalent. You'll get to know, no worries. Okay, let's come back. We were using this awk to filter. Okay, another thing what we can see is, okay, now in this one, what we are getting is we are getting first two lines also. Huh? Let's say I don't want this first line. So what I can do is you can put, let's try this first. Inside this quotes, if I put number of lines which are greater than equal to 2. So first line has been removed. If I make this number of lines which are greater than 2. So second line also it has removed. Now let us try to combine this together. Okay, this we have combined. I want to remove this unassigned and I put it over here. Let's say NR greater than 2. Syntax error. Let's try to put a comma. Okay. So first line has been omitted because I put number of lines NR starting with 2 and more than 2. So that I put this filter, then second filter, and the third is my command, what I want to print. Right? Okay. Next thing, it's already top of the hour. Let's pause here. Okay, and we'll continue tomorrow, same time. So one question from my side, is that okay? I mean, the speed or the way we are going through, is that fine? Or do you want any
Yes,
change over here? Any recommendations?
it's okay.
Your side?
It is fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Okay. I hope this is useful for you. I mean, for a network engineer, this may not be directly
The
useful,
key,
but yes, if you know it, then
it
you
helps
have a power. You become more powerful.
to speed up.
Yeah, to speed up. Yes. And sometimes whoever not know about all these things, he thinks that the other person is a magician. What he's doing, I don't
I'm
know.
totally new to this, sir.
Sorry, Shakil, say again.
I said I'm totally new to this Linux.
Okay. What's your background? Can you please brief me about your background, your
Purely
experience
networking. Yeah, purely networking.
into Cisco or any else?
Yeah, Cisco and Firewall, like Palo Alto.
Okay. How much?
Check previously. Whatever your institute offer, I go and grab it.
Okay, no problem.
You
No
know them,
problem.
sir.
But definitely you are going to learn a lot then, because
Yeah.
you are pretty much fresh.
And would you be able to explain the purpose of single quote and double quote, and where do we use it? Why do we use it in the next
Okay.
class?
I can tell you, no worries. See, single quote and double quote, we can use either of them. Okay. This is to, enclose a string. String in programming language, a string is a kind of data type, a word, which can have any kind of characters. Okay, normal A to Z characters, small letters, capital letters, any special characters. Okay, anything can come inside this. That is a string. To enclose it in a string, you can use single quotation or you can use double quotation. Any one of them. But if you are opening a string, let's say I take my name. This is one single string. If I'm using a single quote as an opening character, I will have to close it with a single quote only. If I'm using a double quote, then I have to close it with a double quote. This is to enclose a string. What is the start and what is the end? It's a special character. Single quote and double quote, they are special characters. Does that help?
Yeah, so it doesn't make any difference if we use single quote or double quote.
Yeah, it doesn't make any difference. You can use either of them.
Okay.
Okay, but there is another condition. Let's say I opened with a double quote and you put some name, right? And inside this name, I want to use another string. Then I cannot use double. I will have to use single. Then I will close with a double. So this is my starting. This is your ending. And within this, I have another string like this. That's why if you noticed, we opened it with a single quote. We closed it with a single quote. But inside that, I wanted to match something. So I used double quote. I could not use single quote over here then, because
Yes, sir.
otherwise it will get confused. This is starting. If I use single quote over here, it will assume this is ending. However, this is not the case.
So means if we open with a double quote, in between we have to use only single quote, right?
Over here, yes.
Yeah.
It can be.
Like
It could have been like this.
if we opened with double quote, in
Yeah.
between we have to use single quote, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir.
Right. That's how it is. No problem, guys. Thank you so much for your patience of listening me. And let's connect tomorrow, same time.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thanks for taking our questions, sir.
Whatever I'm teaching, all the notes will be uploaded in the replay class. Okay, you will get all these notes. You can make your own notes also, but you'll be getting the notes in the PDF file also. Whatever we are going through, everything.
Great.
Okay.
So
Thanks.
what about the access of the labs?
Access of the labs, yes. I would recommend you please reach out to the coordinator of the networkings. They will enable or they will create an credential for you and they'll pass it on. Even for replayclass.com also, you need to reach out to them. They will give you the login credentials.
Okay.
Right? Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Take care. Bye-bye.